Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm on the All the Mods 8 server, hosted by the FTOG group, Friends Through Online Gaming, and you can join too. Yes, it's a brand new server. We spun up another one, and a bunch of us were jumping on it, and we all went, And so Torgal went ahead and spun up All the Mods 8, and everybody so far is going, yay, this is so much better. Anyway, I've been on the server less than a day, a little bit more a day. I'm trying to remember how many days it's been up. I think this is the second, maybe third. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I've been a little bit busy gathering resources and setting up a base. But the first thing I did, before even setting up a base, I got me my favorite item in Minecraft, which is the magnetization ring from Botania. Now, the favorite block for me is the scaffold, because you can do so much with that, and it allows me to build up high. But the favorite item, that ring of magnetization, I love it. And for that, I was running around exploring, seeing what I could find as far as a cool place. And I was gathering up some resources from various chests, and it doesn't take much. 9 iron ingots, 2 gold ingots, 1 block of glass, you need 12 logs, 5 stone, you need some flowers, you need 2 of the white, 1 red, 1 brown, 1 light gray, multiples of those if you need it, and 2 more of any colors, it really doesn't matter. And then you're going to need 2 or more seeds, and then 6 cobble, and some way of moving water, so a bucket. And so with that, optional, you could get a book and a sapling. And so the process I go through is I make the Lexica Botanica, I make the Petal Apothecary, I make the Pure Daisy, and with that, I transmute the 12 logs and the 5 stone, although typically I do like half a stack or maybe a stack of them all. I'll create at least 1 endoflame, but typically 4 or 8. I'll feed that burnables. And then when there's enough mana, I make 8 steel. I can make a lens, make the magnetization lens, make the ring. And at that point, I am so happy because gathering stuff is so much easier. And let me show you around as to what I've done in the little bit that I've been here. Okay, a lot of AFK time, which is standard for me. Found me a horse just a little bit north, found some diamond armor, been planting things. Oh, did you like the boots? The little fuzzy boots? They allow me to jump 2 blocks high and no fall damage. My favorite. I'm really enjoying that. So we've got a bunch of woods in this place. That's the witch hazel. I like that. That's what the green is over there. I've been planting some crops along here. And I set up my own little fishing hole out here in the water. And so Grok's fishing home. Let's come on in. So stuff that I've done, I've got all 4 of the standard 5. I've got 5 of the 6 standard woods. There's my witch hazel. This is the blossom logs. Oh yes, I harvested some of those. Got myself some waystones. In this pack, you are able to go back and forth with waystones for free, which is good. Set myself up a little sleeping nook, stuck some stuff around for that. Let's go up to the next floor. Just some storage, some burnables and stuff like that. But this up here is my fishing hole area. I come standing right up here, and then I'll just watching stuff on my other screen. I've been watching movies and whatnot. And that's why I've got 27 levels, because I've been just kind of sitting here. I blew through 2 or 3 fishing poles at this point, and I can't remember how many. At least 2, possibly 3, and just sit here and fish. And every time I hear the little splash sound in Minecraft, I hit the button, and so I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing. But it's been working out really well. Most of the levels have come from doing the fishing. A little bit of stuff in the furnace as I've been making some charcoal and feeding that to the endo flames. Oh, come on, fish, hurry up. I want to move. Oh, perfect. Perfect timing. All right, stuff that I've done here. Uh, I got some leather. I didn't realize I had got some leather. Here, let me sort. Let me put you away down there. Yeah, this I got an achievement for getting this really crappy fishing rod. The lure 5 is nice. The soulbound is nice. The fishing bad luck 10, yeah, that's a hard pass. Thanks. But you know, I can turn that into little nuggets. Tons and tons of things here for food. One of the fun things with food is you can get hearts from food. Now I've got the extra hearts from something +2 health. That's from my chainmail. And as you eat more food, you gain more hearts. Unfortunately, if you die, you lose those hearts. It says right here, you know, not eaten yet. Well, if you die, that count of what has or has not been eaten is cleared out. So let's go down here. I've been growing a whole bunch of vegetables and finding things. Chop down trees, you get these acorns. You also get some of these things. Yeah, the elderberry, the currants, and the nightshade, which I haven't eaten ever yet. But so I've got a bunch of these things on hand. I'm keeping a lot of these Croptopia stuff so I can make the trees so that I can actually have a steady supply. Because I figure if I die again, I'm gonna lose all that, so that's not gonna be so good. Just random stuff. Found some random stuff from the various places that I've explored. Oh, where was my other random? It's up here, I think. Yeah, here's my random stuff up here. And one of the things that I wanted to do, I wanted to upgrade my tools. And for that, let's come over here and do a quick little bit of Botania before the light fades away. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and do, I think it's 11 of those. And then now I've got to remember, let's take a look because I want the all-in-one. And so for that, that's 2, 3, 6, 9. Okay, so it is 11. Oh, that's, yeah, but that's the iron ingots. But if we look at the wood, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So I need 18 because you need 2 of these logs to be able to do that. All right. So with that, crafting table on a stick. Yay. Oh, light is fading. Let's run inside to be safe because both of my deaths have been just AFKing over here before I had built a place where I could be safe. So I need, oh, yeah, I totally need the mana steel first. Well, or along with the other. Let's go ahead and dump that in there. Magnet is great. Run back into the lit up place. Safe. All right, let's make an all-in-one. So I want this for a sword, and then all the rest, let's see. Come on, mouse. I think I need to upgrade my mouse because it's causing me grief. And then you, and then I need I miscounted something. Oh, no, I don't need 2 of those. That's right. I need the whole, and there's, okay. There we go. And let's make the all-in-one. 9 attack, 6 attack, 9 attack. Okay, so this will do better than all the rest. And Millie is just completely complaining that it is so very, very not food time for her. All right. I've got a band of mana with some mana in it, but I just harvested out of that mana pool. I really want to get a ring of aura, or the band of aura, so that it'll just gently fill that over time. I don't have an ender pearl, and I do want to sit there and get the backpack, which needs 4 of these leathers, and I have 1 now, which is great. Let's go ahead and get 4 of these. Flax I've grown, which is 1-to-1 string, which is mighty handy. I've got some of the industrial hemp, but that doesn't work nearly as well because it requires uh, 3 of the hemp fibers to make a string, which is not so good. So let's get 3 of these, and I'm going to, oh, I need 1 more string because I'm going to make this the drying rack. And I think that's simple enough. I think I may have some extra. I do not have a single slab here. Well, let's make a slab. 2. Let's see. Oh, no sticks. Where's my sticks? Oh, yes, they're my sticks. Okay, you, and then there was a string right there. Yes, there's the drying rack. And while we're here, let's work that string back. And can I just hang you from... Perfect. Can I put multiple rotten flesh on you? I can. Cool. So this from Hexerai will, over 100 seconds, will turn my rotten flesh into actual leather, which is useful. And so that's the route I'm going. I thought about doing this, the drying basin. I've got all of that, but I have very, very little iron. So I'm not going to spend the iron if I can go ahead and spend it here. And while I'm talking about spending, I can go ahead and make a belt, except I don't want to spend the iron. and I've got just 1 tool now. I don't really think I need to have a belt for... Well, that's not true. I would like to, when I have more iron, make the Botania, the Mana Steel shears, so I can do stuff. And the benefit of having all that is it automatically repairs with mana. So I wouldn't go through item durability. I like things that don't break. So that's what I'm hoping for. Can I see how this is doing? Crouch. If I right click, will this pull it off? I'm afraid it probably will. So I don't want to do that. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing. If we take a look at the map, scroll back here. I initially spawned up here when I did, well, spawn is thousands and thousands of blocks away, but when I did an RTP, it put me up here, and I was going, great. Another stinking snow biome. And ran down here, and I found this little fishing hole area. I said, ooh, that's kind of nice. And then it did a whole bunch more running around and looting all the villages. Yay, free loot. Doing all that, ran all over the place, and then went up here, and I found a nice spot. And I found an actual waystone up here. And I thought, you know, this I think I'll actually make as my actual base. As opposed to a quick time thing like this. In fact, let's go there and see. Before we do that, let's make ourselves a backpack. Backpack. And if I go into here, no, I want you to go onto the back spot, not just curio. So now if I hit B, yep, there's my back spot. So now I've got inventory. I can explore and get lots and lots and lots of cool loot, which would be cool. Speaking of quests, because I just finished a quest, you know, there's the introduction to all the mods. There's a ton of different things in here that I've not really claimed. The way I'm looking at this is more how to do modded than it is, hey, this is the fun questing stuff that you want to do. Now, if you've not done modded at all, this is a great way of walking through, and I'll eventually do all this. That's definitely true. But let's see what the 2 is. Oh yeah, that's more the tech side of things. I definitely need to do a lot more mining. Oh, Ring of Flight. Yes, I definitely want one of those. So there's a ton of things that I want to do with this, and I was thinking, there's a couple goals I would like to set up for myself. The unobtainium is the hardest metal to get, and I think it would be fun to set it up in such a way that I could have a full-powered beacon made with unobtainium blocks, because that's silly, and I'd like to do that. The other thing I'd like to do, there's also the mystical agricultural is in the pack, and I would like to get every one of the mystical agricultural seeds as a goal. There's a lot of them, and some of them need a whole bunch of different fun things to make that work. There's also productive bees. I don't know if I'm going to set the same goal of getting every bee type, but I would like to push that way. But definitely my two main goals, get a beacon's worth base of unobtainium and every mystical agricultural seed. And that's going to be a fun thing. There's also a ton of different mods that I want to dig deeper into. Enough about that. Let's go off to Grokberg 2. And I was thinking of, this needs to be renamed, but this is where I found it. I think a little bit further down is where the base would be. I just like these trees. They're really cool looking trees. Zelkova. I had never heard of these trees before I spotted this in, you know, the oh, the biomes you'll go. And I realized, oh, because they're not from the area that I'm in. These trees don't exist around here, so I'd never heard of them before. Uh, Russia, Japan, something like that. I'd have to look it up again. It was like a year ago I saw these trees and I said, I like them. Are they real trees? Yes, they are. Do they look exactly like this? No, this is my draft. But so I was thinking of building over here, and I was thinking it would be kind of cool to set up a tree house, keeping all of these in place, but building up platforms between and inside and around the trees. I haven't done that before, so I'm thinking that would be really cool. And there's my my waystone here, and so that would be how I go back and forth to do a little fishing while this is being set up, because night is still very dangerous. I do have some armor, but it's not a whole lot, and I don't want to die too many times. Anyway, there are some. Let's look. I was very, very tempted, and I might do it still. Build, you know, stuff out in the water. I thought about having everything here, and I realized that's fairly small, and that's going to cramp my space. So I said, nope, that's a good fishing hole, good beginning spot. So that's what I'm looking at. Ooh, blue spruce. I like that blue spruce. It just looks pretty. You know, Sumi. That's one of those things I go, oh, I like that. Not a big fan of frozen biomes, so I'm hoping that when it rains, and it will, that it will not cause snow to come down here. And it's hard to see. That's an airship way up there, a blimp. And I crawled up to one, and then all of a sudden started hearing skeletons. And I said, no armor, full of cool loot. I'm out of here. So, whoops, fell into the water. So it's pretty. It's just a very pretty thing. There's tons and tons of different mods. I have barely begun to scratch the surface on this. I do need to find, I think jungle is the only vanilla one of the trees that I'm missing saplings of. And I want to set up a huge set of gardens. Ooh, deep, dark, scary. All right. I want to do a whole bunch of caving and grabbing of you know, ores and stuff, because I've barely done any of that. And just get into the swing of things as far as playing. What just the bee went away. Did you just see the bee go away? I'm looking to see if there's a bee nest around here. I don't see one. Either the bee just died, or there's a bee nest here that's hiding, and I'm not seeing it. It's grass block, glass rocks. Let me go back to the base and tell you what I mean by that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. My bed was over here before I moved it to there. These are some bees nests. These are dark oak bee nests, and a birch. And while I was growing some trees over here for supplies, I had a bunch of these flowers nearby, and I think if you have two, possibly more of these flowers nearby, you'll occasionally get these nests to spawn. Kind of like the vanilla method. If you have oak or birch and you grow trees next to two flowers within 2 blocks, you'll occasionally get the vanilla beehive. Well, I think dark oak doesn't do that, but it did 3 times while I was growing a dark oak. So I think the productive bees is doing that. The neon cuckoo bee. Anyway, so that's what I'm looking at doing. I want to move a lot of the stuff over to the new area, but I got to build over there more. I'm gonna repair this. So just a lot of good stuff. One of the things that's really worth doing early on is finding these flax seeds. And they're a blue. I'm looking around, see if there's any here. Let's go back to the other area. It's been very handy growing them up because, like I said, they give you one-to-one. The flax turns one-to-one into strings. Yes, that's the word. And there's a... That was spooky. There's a mob underneath me that's making lots of noise. That's not disconcerting in any way, shape, or form. I'm looking for a flax. Thought there would be a flax over here. Anyway, it's a blue and yellow. Up there we go. These guys right here. These are wild flax that will give you the seeds. You plant them and then you get the strings. So there you go. It's gonna be a fun mod pack. I do enjoy all the mods. It's very much a kitchen sink pack in that you can have whatever you want. As far as, do you want to go heavy tech? Let's get out of here. Do you want to do stuff that's magical in nature? Hey, didn't I close that as I went? I should have. And there's all sorts of fun mods that you can play with how you like. I'm going to go ahead and grab the fishing rod, and I'm going to do a little fishing here. So, a new mod pack here on the server. You can join, and we would love to have you here. Anyway, this has been Grok the DuckFarmer here, playing on the FTOG All the Mods 8 server, and having a blast. And I've got a base. Oh, somebody just slept. And you can play too. And thanks for watching.